Hello everyone. Welcome back to the session of English. In this session of English grammar, we are going to continue with our chapter determiners. Now this is part number 7. So let's begin this session. First of all, we'll see that what we are going to discuss in this session. Well, we will discuss determiner all over here. So in this session, we will discuss uses of all, and after that, we'll discuss the concepts related to all. So these are concepts related to all. Okay. So let's begin this session. First of all, here this is concept number 13, which is beginning with all. All is typically used when referring to three or more entities or items. Okay, all means when which includes everything in a group. Okay, if we talk about all, if we say all means everything. Okay, it denotes each member of a group or each part of something when the group of a group or something is composed of three or more. After that, referring to all members of a group, all students in the class must submit their assignments by Friday. It means if there are 50 students in a class, we are including all of them. Okay, so we are talking about all the 50 students. This implies there are 3 or more students in the class. Now, referring to all parts of something, she visited all European countries during her trip. It means all the countries of Europe. This implies visiting more than 2 countries. In contrast, both is used specifically when referring to two entities or items. Now, if we talk about all, it includes all, whereas if we talk about both only includes 2. Both options are acceptable. This refers to exactly 2 options. Both all and all of can be used, and their usage depends somewhat on the presence of determiners and the context. Now, let us move to the next one. All is used directly before a noun or a determiner like the, my, these, etc. followed by a noun. Now, if all is used as the determiner, it should precede a noun. It means noun should always follow it. If it is used as a determiner. However, we can use it before noun as well. In that case, it will not be behaving like a determiner. It is suitable for plural nouns when referring to all 3 or more items or entities. All students must attend the meeting. So here you can see all, and after that we have the word students. Example with the determiner, all the books are on the shelf. Okay, so here the is the determiner before which we have used this word all, and books are the nouns. Okay, so we can also use this like all plus determiner plus noun. We can also use like all plus noun. Okay, so we can have both the structures, that is all plus noun, and this noun should be plural, and after that we can also have all plus determiner plus noun. Now, as we know well that all means including everything, so in that case noun should be plural if they are countable. If they are not countable, obviously it will be considered singular. For example, all the water. Now in that case determiner is the most important part over there. Whenever we use all with uncountable nouns, we need to write a determiner in between them. Okay, well, that we will discuss later on with some examples. Okay, all of. Now we can also use a phrase that is all of. All of is used before pronouns or before a noun with an article the, a, or n. A possessive noun or a demonstrative adjective is that, these, those. For example, all of them are invited. All of the paintings were sold. All of. Now we cannot use a or n because you can say when we talk about countable nouns and we are using all with it, they must be in plural. But if we are talking about we are using all with the uncountable nouns, obviously they will not be converted into singular or plural. That is why we cannot use a or n with the uncountable nouns as well. Okay, so we should skip a and n from here. Okay, all of John's friends are coming. So all of John's friends. So here John is, it is John's means the friends of John. Okay, so we are showing the possessive case. I can also use all of my, okay, or all my colleagues. Okay, all my colleagues. So we can use various determiners in between. In summary, all can often stand alone before plural nouns and their determiners, while all of is typically used before pronouns or when the noun has an article, a possessive form, or a demonstrative adjective. Okay. For example, I can say all of them, all of these books. Okay. All of these. All is often followed by of and then pronoun. This construction is particularly common with object pronouns. For example, all of them, because of is actually a preposition, and after preposition we can only have objective case. Were invited to the party. All of us are going to the trip or going on the trip. She completed all of it by herself. Now, in these cases, all of precedes the pronouns them, us, or it. Now, them, us, and it, they are the objective pronouns. Them is the objective case of they, us is the objective case of we, and it is the objective case of it, to refer to the entire group or entirety of the subject mentioned. However, with possessive pronouns, of is not used. For example, if I say all his books, all my books, so I cannot say all of my books. Okay. However, it can also be used. It is not said, it is not firm, or it is not the hard and fast rule that it cannot be used. It can be used. She read all his books, not all of his books. They enjoyed all our performances. Okay, we can also use all of my colleagues. Okay, so or better phrase can be all my colleagues. Now, when all is used as a subject in a sentence, it is typically occupies the subject position, which comes before the verb. It is not common for all to be placed directly next to the verb as a subject unless it is in a sentence where the subject follows the verb, such as in questions or some constructions with auxiliary verbs. Okay. All as the subject before the verb. All the students have completed their assignments. Now here you can see all is the sentence, is the subject of the sentence. Now all the students, okay, we are talking about all the students. It means this is the subject of the sentence. Have is actually the auxiliary verb, and completed is the main verb. All the students is the subject, and have completed is the verb phrase. Inverted sentence structures. Are all the students present? Now, whenever we have question type of structures or interrogative sentences, we can alter the sequence of the sentence. In a question, the auxiliary verb are precedes the subject, all the students. Not once did all the participants agree. Okay. So in some constructions, especially those for stylistic emphasis, the verb can precede the subject. Okay. So here you can see that when we have verb before the subject, obviously it is the case of interrogative structures. Now, all can be used with both countable and uncountable nouns, and the form of verb is paired with, and the form of verb is paired with, depends on whether the noun is countable or uncountable. All with countable nouns. Now, see one thing, all is always used for plural. Now, it can be used with both the nouns, countable nouns as well as uncountable nouns. Okay, with both the nouns, countable and uncountable. Okay, first of all, this just keep this thing in mind that to use all, we can use it with both countable and uncountable nouns. When it is used with countable nouns, we can only use it in plural form. Okay, because all means when we are talking about more than one. Okay. Now, uncountable always considered singular. That is why after this we should use singular noun. Okay, or singular verb. Now here we'll use plural verb. Here we'll use singular verb. Okay. For example, all the water or all water, all the water of this pond. So we are talking about the entire water. So there we'll use all water is dirty. Okay, so all water is dirty means all the water is dirty means we are talking about water of the pond or water of the lake or water of the river, whichever water body has been mentioned over there. Now, with countable nouns, it will be used in plural form. For example, I can say all the students have come. So all the students have come. So students are plural, and we have used the verb have with them. Okay. For example, all is used with countable nouns, especially in plural. It is followed by a plural verb. All the apples are ripe. Here, apples is countable noun, and in the plural form, so plural verb are is used. All with uncountable nouns. When all is used with uncountable or mass nouns, it takes a singular verb. All the information is accurate. In this case, information is an uncountable noun, so a singular verb is used. Now let us move to the next one. All is everything. When all is used in general, abstract sense to mean everything or all things as a whole, it is typically treated as singular and is followed by a singular verb. All as everything, singular concept, all is well. For example, we say all is well. It means here we are using the word all, but it is constituting the entire part of something. That is why we are saying that is all is well. Okay, so here all refers to everything over there. It means the combined collective thing of all. Here all means everything and it is treated as a singular entity, hence the singular verb is. All was quiet in the house. So in this sentence, all refers to the general state of things, a singular concept. So it uses the singular verb was. Now let us move to the next thing. Contrasting with the specific nouns or pronouns. All the books are on the shelf. Okay, here I'm talking about all the books are on the shelf. It means they are on the shelf. They are kept on the shelf. Okay, so all the books are plural noun over here. Here all is followed by a plural countable noun, books. So it takes a plural verb are. All of it is gone. So all here refers to singular or uncountable noun. So which is singular. The verb is also singular is. So all of it means everything which is inside this. Okay, so that means we are talking about some uncountable noun. Now all with a singular noun in the that clause. When all is followed by a that clause, the number singular or plural of the verb depends on whether the noun or pronoun within the that clause is singular or plural. Now whenever we have something whenever we contain a sentence using all, we use the relative pronoun that. Okay, the key is to look at the subject. The key is to look at the subject within the that clause to determine the correct form of verb. All with a singular noun in that clause, all that glitters is not gold, because here we are talking about all the things. It means uncountable nouns. So here glitters is singular because singular verb because the subject within that clause that is considered singular. That means everything. Okay, everything that contains this. All with a plural noun in that clause. All the books that are on the shelf belong to her. Okay. In this case, the subject within the that clause is books, which is plural, so the verb are also is plural. All with singular or uncountable nouns. All the information that is available has been provided. Information is an uncountable noun, so the verb is singular. Now, next is emphasizing an adjective. All can be used as an intensifier to emphasize an adjective. Adjective means a word which qualifies noun. Adverb, so it can emphasize an adjective. Adverb, preposition often conveying sense of completely, wholly or entirely. In such cases, it serves to strengthen the meaning of word it modifies. Emphasizing an adjective. For example, she was all done. She was all alone. Now here alone is an adjective. Okay. And we have used the word all with it. All alone means entirely alone. Okay. So all intensifies the word alone, stressing the complete state of being alone. It means she was all alone means entirely, absolutely alone. The room was all dark. It means it was completely dark. There was no light or no glimpse of light in the room. Okay. In this example, all emphasizes the adjective dark, conveying the idea of complete darkness. Okay. So when we say all vain, all dark, it means there is nothing like light over there. Okay. So everything is entirely dark. Emphasizing an adverb, the story was all too familiar. It means it was familiar. It was hearing to be like that we have heard it before. Okay, that we had heard it before. In this sentence, all too intensifies is familiar, suggesting that the story was very much or excessively familiar. Okay. And he was driving all too quickly. It means extremely, very quickly. It means with all his might or all his efforts. All too intensifies as quickly, indicating excessive speed over there. So when we use all with any such part of a speech, it means entirely. Okay, or absolutely, entirely. It means it is the topmost. It is up to the topmost point of the limit. Okay. Now let us move to the next one. Here, emphasizing a preposition. They were all around the house. All around the house, it means they were surrounded by the things, or they are referring to. They are surrounding the house. For example, if I say the police were all around the house, it means the police was surrounding the entire house. There was no space left where one can be escaped. So in this case, all emphasizes around, suggesting they were completely surrounding the house. When all is used in this way, it doesn't modify the meaning of the sentence in a factual sense, but rather adds emotional weight or intensity to the description. So whatever description you are giving, it just emphasizes or strengthens that particular description to make it stronger, that it is all about something. Now let us move to the next one. When all is used in sentences with negative verbs, the structure is typically not plus all plus affirmative verb. This construction emphasizes that the negation does not apply to entirety of the group or setup referred to by all. Not all the students pass the exam. It means if I say not all the students pass the exam, it means I'm saying that there are some students who do not pass the exam as well. Okay, here the use of not all implies while some students passed, others did not. Okay. Now, compared with the use of all in negative sentences. Compared with the use of all in negative sentences, if you say all the students did not pass the exam, this is also right. The meaning becomes ambiguous. Okay, it could be interpreted as none of the students passing, whereas not all the students passed the exam clearly conveys that some did pass and some did not. Okay, if I say all the students did not pass the exam, it means if there are many students, they all did not. They all did not qualify the exam. Suppose there are 50 students. So if I say all the students did not pass the exam, it means all the 50 failed. But if I say not all the students passed the exam, it means some of them might have passed and some of them have been failed. So here, just by changing the position of all plus not, change the meaning of the sentence as well. Okay. Now, for the variations, not all answers are correct, meaning some answers may be correct, but others are not. This not plus all structure is important for clarity, especially in distinguishing between situations where none or only a part of the group meets the criterion. It prevents ambiguity that can arise if all is directly combined with a negative verb. Okay, now in this structure, which contains the word not and all, is important for clarity, especially in distinguishing between situations when none or only a part of groups. Suppose there are 50 students, and if all the students have failed, and out of 50 students, suppose there are only 10 who have passed, and 40 have failed. Okay, so this structure is basically useful to show the variations where we can include all of them or where we can not. Now we'll discuss other concepts, that is concept number 14, where we will discuss the words other, another, and the other. So first word we have other, referring to the remaining or additional items in a set. Other is used when talking about the rest of a group or additional items beyond those already mentioned. Other is used when talking about the rest of the group. It means suppose there is a particular group and we are talking one person, and other means the rest of the people or rest of the members. Already mentioned, I have read this book. Now I want to read the other books by the same author. Okay, it means I have read one book. Now I want to read other books by the same author. It means the books which are also written by the same author, but which do not include this one, but they are other one. Okay, so other to show the rest of the things. With plural nouns, other is often used with plural nouns. There are other options available. With singular or uncountable nouns, when referring to something uncountable, other is used in singular form. Other information may be required. Okay, other information means the rest of the information or the next information. Exclusion of the referenced items. It implies exclusion of the referenced items from a group. She is not interested in this design. She prefers other designs. Another, referring to an additional single item or the same type. Another is used when talking about one more item or of the same type. I finished one sandwich. Can I have another? Replacement or substitution. It can imply a replacement or alternative. This pen is not working. Could you give me another? Another. Now, when we talk about two and one we are mentioning, another means the other option. Okay, so we use the word another. Okay, so can you give me another? It means this pen is not working, so I want the another one. Okay, so the other pen. Singular and indefinite. It is always singular and indefinite. She needs another hour to complete the work. It means 1 hour has been completed. Now another hour. It means the same duration of the hour. Referring to something different, another can indicate a different thing or person. Let us try another approach. It means one approach we have tried. Now let us try another approach. The other, referring to the remaining part of two. The other is used when you are referring to the second item or person in a pair. One boy likes saucer, the other prefers basketball. Now, a specific indefinite reference. It is more specific and is used when the item is known to the listener or reader. I have two kids. One is black, the other is white. Okay, so when we have two things on the one hand and on the other hand, we can use these phrases, that is on the one hand or on the other hand. Okay, so when we have two things, we can use one for this and the other for this. Okay, now when we have a group and in this group we might have many options. Now when we have used one and we want to use the another one, any of these, so we can say other. Okay, other options available. And when we have two, we have discussed this one and we want to discuss the another one, so another will be the next of it. Okay, so there is the difference among these three points or three phrases. With singular or plural nouns can be used with both singular and plural nouns depending on context. Example, singular, the other side of the street. It means there is one side of the street and the other side of the street. For example, if the road or the street is two-sided, so this is one-sided, this is other-sided. The other days were warmer. Okay, the other means these days, and we are talking about the other days. It means the days which have passed. Exclusively in a known set. Okay, exclusivity in a known set. So we can also use other in such manner. It denotes exclusivity and specificity in a known set of items or people. She chose the red dress. The other dress was blue. Okay, so these are the concepts about we have already discussed now about other, the other, or another. So in this session, we not only discussed the determiner all, but we have also discussed other determiners like other, the other, and another. I hope this much is clear to you all. And if you want to learn more determiners, be connected with me. Till then, thanks to you.